Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do your reading. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry for my absence. I have been, I'm actually a student. I'm going to school to be a Jungian psychologist, a depth psychologist. So I've had a lot with that, with the holidays and everything. I've had a lot going on. So I apologize for not being here, but I'm back. So let's get into it. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what the energy is for everybody. Please, what is the energy for everyone? What is the energy? What do we all really need to know? What does everybody who watches this need to know? We have strength. Alright, and then what else do we need to know? We have the Ten of Discs, Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Four of Wands. That looks promising. And then we have the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'm seeing there's somebody needs some courage. Somebody's persevering with, it could be a relationship, a partnership, just because we have the Ten of Discs and the Four of Wands, which both are indicative of a relationship, a long-term commitment, something like that. But if it's not that, it could just pertain to your family life. It could pertain to needing to have courage, needing to be vulnerable, to be true to you. I just heard be true to you. And you could be having a lot of like financial success. You could be really secure, being really secure in the physical world. And also we have the Four of Wands, and fours are about stability as well. So being stable overall in your relationships, your social life, basically your social life. But then underlying it, the back of the deck, underlying it, we have there's some sort of mental conflict. There's something, it looks like you're kind of like trying to look at it from all different angles, and so this is kind of creating this conflict. But let's go ahead and clarify it, and I'll see if we can get a bigger picture. But yeah, there's something going on with this strength, perseverance, this ability to be vulnerable, to be you, be true to you, and to, yeah, persevering, like continuing on with things that might be challenging or difficult right now, because there is this huge potential for success. I'm not real sure what this Five of Swords energy, this mental conflict, mental struggle is, but we can take a look at it and see. It could be more of like an internal struggle. So clarify these cards, please. Clarify. Why is the Strength card here? Why is the Strength card here? We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, and why is the Ten of Discs here, please? Why is the Ten of Discs here? We have the Ace of Cups. Interesting. And then why is the Four of Wands? Why is the Four of Wands here, please? We have the Nine of Cups. Wow, so sort of like an emotional time. Emotions are feeding into this. And then we have the Two of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, so there's like some sort of decision. I see what's happening here. There's some sort of decision. Like I said, with the Strength and the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups is just telling us that I was correct. It is being true to yourself. It's kind of like being compassionate with yourself, having that self-love, self-compassion. The Queen of Cups is generally a very giving person, but whenever she comes out, it's sort of like a reminder to include yourself in the mix of that. So it's having the strength, having the courage to stand up for yourself, to do what you want, regardless of the outwardly, because sometimes the Queen of Cups can be a little outwardly focused, like she focuses on everybody else's needs, and so this is a reminder to focus on your needs too. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, it looks like there is a lot of security, but there's also something underlying it. There's something underlying it that's like fulfillment, like potential for fulfillment. Like there is security physically, but I think emotionally underlying it, there is this potential for fulfillment, for love, joy, whatever fills your cup. And then with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, this is like wishing for this sort of like, it could be a marriage, it could be some sort of marriage or commitment type thing, but it's also just about like wishing for the stability within your social life, wishing for like finding your tribe kind of energy. So there's this wish fulfillment. So it looks like, I think what's going on is like there's something with this Ten of Pentacles, there's like something where you might be feeling like you have it all, so why should you want more? But there's sort of like this new opportunity with this cup here, this Ace of Cups here, where it's like showing you that there's this potential to start something new that could be even more fulfilling than what you have. And so this is like having the courage to like know what that is, to really look deep inside yourself and figure out what that is. And then it's also recognizing like where that you do have all this abundance, but it's also about getting your desires, your deepest desires fulfilled, your emotional fulfillment. You're looking for that like emotional fulfillment, and also that stability within your connections with other people. I think with the Five of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, I think there's some sort of mental conflict, because I feel like there's a decision. I feel like it's sort of like you have I'm getting like a Two of Wands sense, like should you stay or should you go sort of thing. And so I kind of get that's where it's like you're kind of like conflicted, because it's like, how do I balance myself out and how do I like align myself? Because see this rainbow here, whenever there's a rainbow, that reminds me of all the chakra colors. So it's kind of like, how do I put myself in alignment? And I feel like you are really doing what you need to do, because do you see how all these swords are kind of like poking at this eye? You're looking at all the different ways this could go. You're kind of like considering all the options, all the different scenarios, which is a really good way to look at it. That's a really excellent critical thinking way to look at situations in your life. So it looks like there is potential for something else. I'm seeing like there's sort of like a cycle. The Strength card is about the cycle. It's that life and death cycle. It's about cycles of life too. So it's kind of like looking at like, how can I be compassionate with myself? What do I want most? And I see you like, see how this Queen of Cups is looking at this cup and looking at this Nine of Cups. It's almost like she's like looking at this like, maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a way that I could get everything that I want, everything that I dreamed of. And so I think this is like underlying, because these are the clarifying cards, they're underlying the situation of, yeah, you might be physically stable, and there might be, you might have this like Four of Wands connection or situation within your relationships, within your connections, but it's like there's something else, there's something deeper that you need to look at. And I think it starts with your self-worth, your self compassion, like having like figuring out like, what do you really want, being gentle with yourself. And I think that's kind of where that decision is going to come in. So that's beautiful energy. I love it. Let's pull in angels and ancestors, and then I will wrap this up. So what other messages do we have angels and ancestors, we have She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. That's interesting. And then we have Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Oh wow, I'm going to read both of these, I think. Because I think they're both relevant. So we'll look at She-Wolf. So She-Wolf, let your wild side up and out, unleash your talents and your desires. The She-Wolf is a powerful shamanic soul who is half wolf and half woman. She is the alpha female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd, or in this case, pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfettered. She encourages you not to be trapped by the limiting factors of weaker members of the pack or those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts they don't like or understand. She represents the energy of the wilderness and the unknown and encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. Release the animal energy within and track down what you need to express your true self. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hearing with this Strength and Queen of Cups is like, you know, your true self. Okay, let's look at the Mirror Guardian. These are awesome cards to get, you guys. Awesome. Mirror Guardian. Okay. Okay, Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you just the way you are. Even when you are going through a challenging time, they still hold you in the highest esteem. The Mirror Guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the Mirror Guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. Oh, that's beautiful, you guys. I love it. I love this message for you guys. Hopefully it resonated. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you later.